In Ayurveda, the treatments are personalized. Every person is considered to be an individual because each person has a physical constitution which is different from other person. In Ayurvedic consultation or in Ayurvedic diagnosis, we are first of all trying to find out what is the root cause of problems. So, in Ayurveda, the root cause of the problem is not necessarily some kind of bacteria or virus, but it is something beyond that. In Ayurveda, we have three types of root energies or three types of dosha, we call them Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So, when we are trying to find out the root cause of the problem, we are trying to find out which dosha is out of balance, or we sometimes also find out if there is a mental involvement, means if mind is stressed, if mind is having any kind of disturbance or stress, or there is an emotional problem, or maybe something in the family, in the relations. So, all these factors have to be considered before we come to the conclusion. Of course, in order to find out the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, there are a few types of examination that we do. One of them is pulse examination. Like if the patient is sitting here, so we try to check the pulse. Pulse is usually checked at the root of the thumb. So, we check the pulse and we are trying to see under which finger out of these three fingers, under which finger is more pulsation. So, basically trying to locate which dosha is out of balance. In this case, like I find there is more pulsation under the first two fingers. So, I can say Vata and Pitta is out of balance. Then we also confirm these things by other examination, like we would like to check the tongue of the patients. Can you show me your tongue? Maybe this size, yes. So, in the tongue we are looking for if there is a coating or no coating, like you can see the white coating. This again confirms, thank you. This confirms that the white coating on the tongue confirms that the digestion is not proper, something is wrong with the digestion. We also look at the eyes of the patient and the physical structure, body, if there is anything wrong with that. Another type of examination is, we call it like we ask questions like what is the problem. So, if I may ask you, what is your problem?
Ja mam problem ze stawami, mam bóle stawów i problem ze strunami głosowymi.
Pain in the joints, huh?
Yes.
And thyroid problem. Okay.
Yes.
So, when she says she has a pain in the joints, so in Ayurveda we try to find out why she has pain in the joints, and as I just checked the pulse, I was trying to find out there is imbalance of Vata and Pitta. So, this actually shows that maybe the digestion is not very good, whatever she is eating is not completely digested, and as a result of that some mucus is formed in the stomach. This mucus is called ama. This ama then goes, circulates and deposits in the joints, and that is how the joint pain starts. So, in Ayurveda, that is how we make the treatment. Of course, we ask the history, family history, if there is any other history in the family, so that we can make a genetic relation or some other type of family relation. In addition to this, we ask many questions about how is the bowel movements, for example, like do you go to toilet every day?
No.
Not every day.
Not every day.
Second day?
Yes.
Okay. So, this again confirms our diagnosis of Vata Pitta, because when you go second day, you are not cleaning all the toxins from the body. So, that means the toxins are being deposited in the body. How is your urine? Much? Okay. Normal? No problems? No any burning sensation or something?
No,
okay. How is your appetite?
I think it's good.
Strong appetite, medium or low?
Medium
appetite. Okay. And after eating food, do you get sometimes some digestive problems like little bloating?
Yes.
Gas? Okay. So, again It is confirmed, as I said, because with the pulse, actually I checked the pulse first of all, because with the pulse we can actually find out the whole body situation if we are really expert in the pulse diagnosis. So, when I checked the pulse, I said Vata Pitta, and I said digestion is the problem. So, she is now confirming that she has problem, after eating food she has little flatulence or some bloating or gas, which proves that there is problem in the digestion. Also, the coating on the tongue shows that there is some problem. Also, we ask questions about maybe other things like sleep. When we are asking about sleep, we are trying to find out how is generally the mental state. So, do you sleep well?
Yes.
Deep sleep? Or you have some light
Sometimes I have a problem in the evening.
In the evening,
yes,
to fall asleep.
Yes.
So, when she has a problem with the sleep, it indicates that there may be something for the mind. Maybe mind is not completely relaxed, maybe something is going on in the mind. Then we ask questions about mind also directly. Generally your mind is relaxed or stress? Stress. So, this is again because she has also mentioned thyroid. Now, thyroid problem according to Ayurveda is of course according to modern medicine also is something which is connected with the endocrinal system, means the hormone secretion is disturbed. In the modern medicine also we say that when the hormone secretion is disturbed, there is something in the nervous system, because brain is controlling everything. So, again in Ayurveda, brain is the functional area of mind. So, therefore, when she says that some stress is going on, she cannot sleep sometime properly, this confirms that mind is also involved in this problem. Maybe not only the joint pain, but thyroid problem, mind is also involved. Sometimes we also go beyond this and ask a very personal question to the patients about how are their relations, because now we are trying to find out if the patient has any emotional support, or the patient is just feeling lonely, or patient is suffering from some kind of emotional trauma. So, how is your relations? Do you think it's okay, not okay?
Not very okay.
Not very good. So, this again confirms when she says relations are not okay. So, when in Ayurveda we are trying to ask many questions, I am already building up my diagnosis so that I can give a proper treatment. So, in her case, if I say at the physical level, Vata and Pitta. Vata is responsible for nervous system functions, for sleeping, for different type of mental activities, of course movement. She has a constipation, which again proves that Vata is out of order. She has digestive problem, which proves Pitta is not functioning properly. So, overall if I make a diagnosis, she has a problem with Vata and Pitta, and of course mind is also involved in this. Mind is also playing an important role. So, when I design a treatment for her, I will mainly work on two things. One, I will like to balance Vata and Pitta, means bring Vata and Pitta down. Second, I would like to relax the mind, because if the mind will be relaxed, then brain and nervous system will be functioning more properly. So, in order to balance Vata and Pitta, we make a diet chart for the patient. We have specific diets to reduce Vata. For example, all the cold things and dry things and things which are containing lot of preservatives and things, this we will tell them to avoid. Similarly, for Pitta, we will tell not to eat any hot, spicy, acidic things, because that will increase more Pitta. We will try to tell the patient not to drink too much alcohol, not to drink coffee, not to eat lot of fried foods. So, I mean that is how in Ayurveda we advise a diet, then we give specific herbal medicines which are made from herbs, and the patient takes these herbal medicines to balance the Vata and Pitta. Especially in her case, because she has a joint pain, we give a oil which is called pain calm oil for reducing the pain, that can be given for massage. The patient is advised to do a full body oil massage, because Vata is very easily balanced by massage. So, we will tell the patient to do a full body massage with massage oil. There are specific massage oil that we make with medicated oils, we call them. We can also advise a head massage, because she is not able to sleep properly. When she is not sleeping, too much Vata is in the head. So, head massage with oil or without oil will be, generally with oil will be the nice. So, head massage with oil will balance the Vata and she will be able to sleep. We also suggest some breathing techniques. Breathing is directly connected with the mind. So, like breathing from abdomen, here you should breathe here, do not breathe here, breathe here. So, when you are breathing from abdomen, we have more oxygen in the brain. So, the brain cells receive enough oxygen. We also suggest some type of relaxation techniques. We suggest that the patient should not listen to very noisy and very like disturbing music. The music should be relaxing, which can relax the mind. There should be some kind of aromas she can use. There can be some kind of atmosphere in the home where she feels more relaxed. And one of the things that we do is a head massage. In the head massage, I will just quickly show you a few things what we try to do. It is a very interesting technique, and in the head massage we are trying to first take oil on the head, on the hands. It can be almond oil, sesame oil, or it can be any other hair oil we prepare in Ayurveda. So, we take the oil and rub it on the palms, then we pour some oil in the scalp, and first thing we are doing is we are trying to apply the oil in the scalp, all over the scalp. This first step is just to put oil, take more oil, apply into the scalp, take more oil and nicely oil the whole scalp. As I mentioned, oil is a very nice method. Oil massage on the scalp is the best method to calm down the Vata or the air in the brain. So, the patient can sleep properly, patient can feel some relax from the stress. So, this is first activity. After we have applied oil all over the scalp, then we try to gently pull the hairs like this. This will just stimulate the points in the upper scalp, and basically it is trying to make them feel relaxed. So, this activity can go on for a few minutes. The next thing that we do in the head massage is a tapping. Tapping means we are trying to tap. Either we can tap like this is a tapping activity, or we can tap like this. Sometimes we tap like this all over the scalp, we can tap, or sometimes we tap like this. So, this is quite relaxing with a clap, or you can. So, this is the third activity, tapping. After that, the fourth thing is we are trying to do is find some points here in the temple area, this side as well as this side, and we are trying to just massage slowly, press these points in the temple area, and then we move it forward to the forehead, or you can make a backward movement going from front to back or coming from temple area to the forehead. This is either done with both hands, or sometimes you can use one hand also, just massaging the forehead, but make sure these points, they should be pressed. Another set of points in this step that we do is behind the ear, here. So, we are massaging these points here. This is massaged. Similarly, behind this ear, we are also massaging. If you just please turn around, we are massaging the points here. just trying to put some pressure. And third is lower part of the scalp, which is the neck area, because many people have very stiff neck. So we try to just stress, we try to massage the neck and also the shoulders, because shoulders, they carry the scalp, and many times people have sitting job, or they are just too tired, too stiff. So we massage this area also. So this completes the fourth step. The final is, again, we are generally rubbing all over the scalp. So this is like, just you can use like this type of movement, like this, with just like tapping from this, or you can just rub all over and nicely, very slowly, just so the patient feels quite relaxed. When we are doing this head massage, it is advised that the patient should sit in a very relaxed position, and the patient should generally close the eyes, and we can play some very soft music in the background, which will make the patient also quite relaxed. We should not talk to the patient during this process, and also we should not disturb the patient. And very important is to find a proper pressure for the patient, to find a proper oil according to the patient's constitution. So in Ayurveda, treatments are always personalized. Okay, do you feel good? Okay, thank you very much. So this is basically how we do the treatments in Ayurveda. In addition to this massage, we have body massage, we have a special treatment, it is called Shirodhara. In the Shirodhara, patient is made to lie down on the table, and oil is falling from a pot here on the forehead, and this actually relaxes the whole scalp. This is one. So there are many types of treatments. Of course, along with this, all these treatments with diet, we also give herbal powders, or sometimes a herbal tea or herbal tablets. So like this, Ayurveda tries to treat the complete person. If we find that this person has some problems in the relations, or if she has some problem in the family, or some problem in the job, so we try to talk to the patient, give the patient some counseling, give them some guidance. If we have to even go beyond this, talk about some spiritual things, we also do a spiritual treatment. We sometimes give patients some special type of yantra or some instrument. Sometimes even we tell them to do special prayers. So spiritual treatment in Ayurveda, three types of treatments, physical treatment, psychological treatments, and also spiritual treatments. So that is how complete human being is treated. If a person is suffering from thyroid, in Ayurveda we do not consider that this is some only physical disease. Maybe it is connected with something subtle, even beyond the mind. There is ego, there is energies, there is various type of energy circulations in the body. So we consider that the disturbance can be at any level, and if we are trying to help the patient, if we are trying to create like a balance at body, mind and soul level, then we have to take care of the patient at all the different levels. Therefore, Ayurveda is a very interesting knowledge, and I believe Ayurveda is the only knowledge in this world today which not only takes care of the physical symptoms, it also takes care of the mind of the person, relaxes the mind. It also helps the patient to become self-realized, means spiritually realized. It also helps to understand the patient how to maintain harmony in the family, how to maintain harmonious relations, how to have a proper atmosphere at the job, so that not so much stress management is a big thing. So it is a very holistic approach towards health. When we talk about Ayurvedic treatments, there are mainly two types of treatments, as I demonstrated and I also explained: massage and sometimes Shirodhara, and there are other deeper types of cleaning therapies. In Ayurveda, there is one type of treatment which just cleans the toxins from the body. This is mainly called as Panchakarma treatment. Pancha means 5, karma means techniques. So, there are basically 5 types of treatments which are utilized for eliminating all the toxins from the body, as well as if Vata is increased, so we eliminate excess of Vata from the body. If Pitta is increased, Pitta is eliminated from the body, and say if Kapha is increased, it is also eliminated. So, there are 5 techniques. One is vomiting, induced vomiting. We give some specific powders or tablets or some medicated things. So, the patient takes and vomiting is there. Second is for purgation, give medicines so that the patient goes to the toilet many times. Another type of treatment is called basti, which is a type of enema. It is not actually enema, it is more than enema, and we give medicated decoctions or sometimes oil from the lower orifice, from the anus, and the patient, this is basically to treat the colon and to balance the Vata. In addition to this, there is another treatment, fourth one, which is called Nasya, where we put medicines or some powders through the nose. This is for cleaning the head, because nose is the door to the head. And final one is bloodletting. There are techniques which are utilized to let the impure blood out of the body. So, Panchakarma treatments, 5 treatments. Basically, before we do these 5 treatments, there is preparatory treatments which are called Purva Karma, which includes mainly Snehana and Swedana, means massage and steaming. That is the main. There are many types of massage, there are many types of steaming. So, that is preparation. Once the patient is prepared, then the elimination therapies are done. So, this is one part of Ayurvedic treatment. Second is called, when you take internal medicines to suppress the increased Vata or to balance or neutralize the increased Vata. So, that is internal medicinal treatment, but sometimes we do the both together. We can do like initially prepare the patient or do some massage, and also at the same time give some internal medicines. So, this is mainly 2 types of treatment, and the third one is called rejuvenation. Once the patient has been made normal by removing the root cause of the problem, then we give some medicines or some formulas which are very special formula to rejuvenate, to increase the immunity of the body, to increase the mental strength of the body, of the person, to increase the spiritual strength of the person. So, that is called rejuvenation, to increase the strength at various levels of the individual. Meditation mainly is a technique where we try to first of all stop our senses from connecting to the outer world, then we try to quiet the mind and then focus the mind on internal, connecting the mind or taking the mind more internal, trying to connect to the soul or trying to connect on focus on something else. It can be focusing on your breathing, focusing on some sound, focusing on some picture. So, meditation in general means trying to concentrate your mind on a specific thing, but not just like trying to force your mind to concentrate, but it is a process. You have to have a quiet body, like no disturbance in the body, then you have to have a quiet mind, and then the mind can concentrate. Many times people start meditating, body is like still under stress, mind is moving in different directions. So, it is very difficult at that time, and what happens that many people when they try to meditate, they cannot meditate. I will suggest the simplest method that one person can try to meditate is the breathing. So, you can just sit down in a relaxed position, put your both hands here and close your eyes and try to breathe from abdomen very slowly, rhythmic. Like when you are doing this abdominal breathing, I will suggest that you should focus your mind on your breathing. Just watch the breathing process. In your mind, just observe the breath is going through the nose to the back of the neck, into the chest, right through the abdomen, and then going back. So, this is one very simple technique. I don't really call that this is a meditation, but it's a type of meditation, you can say, because mind is trying to focus on the breathing. If you start from here, that will be a very nice thing. Later on there are higher meditational techniques, but I generally suggest my patients that they should start step by step, one step, another step, another step. Don't go into the higher practices, because you cannot practice those higher practices if your base is not strong. So, try to always first balance the body, then quiet the mind, and then you can meditate. In yoga also we have this process of step by step. Yoga is not just physical exercise. There is first rules and regulation we call yam and niyama, then there is asana, the postures, then pranayama, then there is pratyahara, means you have to make your senses focus on your body, then dharana, then there is dhyana, which is the meditation, the seventh step is, and then samadhi after that. So, meditation at a higher level is a very advanced technique, but as I said, basically in simple terms, if you can make your mind quiet and focus it on something, whether it is your breathing or it is a candle, some people light a candle, sometimes you focus on the tip of the finger, So, anywhere trying to focus your mind is first step towards meditation. In the Ayurvedic treatments, breathing is also used, which is a part of yoga. We call it pranayama. There are many types of pranayama. Like one very simple pranayama is called alternate breathing. In this process, you breathe from the left nostril, like you can fold these two fingers with the thumb, close the right nose, breathe in from the left, then hold the breath as long as you can, close the left nostril and breathe out from the right one. Then breathe in from the right, hold as long as you can, breathe out from the left. Empty out everything. Again, so this is one cycle. So you can continue, you can do it 5-6 times. This is called alternate breathing. Breathing has a very close relation with mind. So very often when people are very stressed out or they have some mental things going on, we suggest them some breathing techniques, some type of pranayama along with Ayurvedic medicine, along with Ayurvedic massage. We also suggest them some pranayama, some exercise, some yoga. Ayurveda means the knowledge of body, mind and soul. The word Ayurveda itself is made up of two words, Ayus and Veda. Veda means knowledge, Ayus means combination of body, mind, senses and soul. So, it has nothing to do with the Ayurvedic doctor. You can understand your body, you can understand your mind, you can understand your soul, you can understand your senses. Basically, this is where Ayurveda starts. Also, 50% of Ayurveda is all about daily routine, when you should sleep, when you should wake up, what time you should eat, how many times you should eat, what type of foods to be eaten in the winters, what type of foods should be taken in the summer, in the autumn, all the seasonal regimen, how you should relate with people at the work, how many hours you should work, when you should take a break, how you should breathe, everything is mentioned in Ayurveda. So, for this part you do not necessarily need an expert Ayurvedic doctor. Anybody can study these things and follow. You can do a everyday oil massage, you can do a head massage, you can do some kind of breathing exercise, you can do some kind of yoga postures. These are all simple things which you can do at your home by yourself by learning from some teacher, of course, or you can sometimes read in the book like what are the foods that contradict each other. You can say, okay, sweet and sour taste should not be mixed. So, this then you do not mix milk with orange juice, for example. So, this is in Poland you can also understand this. But if there is a serious problem, if there is a disease which is chronic, then yes, of course, you need to see an Ayurvedic doctor. But even in a chronic disease, if you understand little bit about the root cause of the disease, if you somehow can find out maybe it is Vata or Pitta or Kapha, at least you can follow a diet that will not make your disease worse. So, this is how Ayurveda can also help the sick people even without an Ayurvedic doctor. In Ayurveda, as I mentioned, at the physical level we consider there are three energies in the body, which are Vata, Pitta and Kapha. It is not very complicated to understand them. Vata means is the moving force in the body. All the movements in the body are controlled by Vata. Now, how to understand it? Understand by the qualities of Vata. The qualities of Vata are, it is dry, it is rough, it is cool, it is mobile and it is very subtle. So, what is the principle? All those things which increase Vata, means all those foods and lifestyles who are similar in qualities to Vata will increase Vata. All those foods which are opposite, they will decrease Vata. Very simple, like if you eat cold food, cold drinks, cold juice, so it will increase Vata because Vata is cool. If you eat dry things, it will increase Vata. So, how to decrease? Do something opposite. Take something opposite, maybe some oily food or food which is not dry, lubricated. For Pitta, Pitta is that energy in the body which is responsible for digestion, for metabolism. The qualities of Pitta: Pitta is hot, it is acidic, it is little sharp and oily in nature. So, all those foods which are oily, acidic and hot will increase Pitta, and opposite means something which is opposite, like more watery. Kapha, Kapha is that energy which brings everything together, joining force in the body. Kapha is cold, it is solid, it is very stable, it is sweet in taste, it is sticky in nature. So, all those foods which are similar to these qualities, they will increase Kapha, like yogurt, cheese, and those which are opposite, they will decrease the Kapha, means anything which is warming, like maybe some ginger tea, spices, cumin, coriander tea, or anything which is light, like soups, clear soup. So, that is how in Ayurveda we try to understand these three doshas and also balance them. Main thing to understand, what are these qualities? Vata is responsible for movement, Pitta is responsible for metabolism, Kapha is responsible for keeping things together. Similarly, when we try to increase them or decrease them, we must understand their qualities. This is the main principle of balancing Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Exercise is a very important part of Ayurvedic treatment. In Ayurveda, exercise is suggested according to the person's constitution. Like if the person is more Kapha type, they can do strong exercise, they can do running, jogging, aerobics and that kind of thing. Pitta people can do medium type of exercise, not much running and jumping, and because they have already too much heat. Maybe some type of walking, brisk walk will be nice. And Vata people, because they have too much movement already in the body, they should do more like lying down on like more stretching exercise, more meditative, maybe yoga postures, some tai chi. But overall, if you want to ask in general, Ayurveda suggests that yoga means yoga asanas, the posture part of yoga is the best type of exercise that can be done, because when we are doing yoga postures, it is not only we are trying to just do some physical stretching or trying to turn around the body, but it is also connected with our subtle energies, our chakras, our various like nadis in the body, and it opens up many of the blockages and also it relaxes the mind. So, Ayurveda considers yoga is the best kind of exercise that we can do. but of course depending on the person's personal constitution, depending on the person's disease, what the disease he is suffering from, we suggest exercise accordingly. One of the principles in Ayurveda is always we give them personalized treatments, which is like unique. So, Ayurveda is unique for everybody. In our Jiva Institute, we have designed a new type of package for each person. We call it Unique, and Jiva Ayurveda, which is an organization based in Faridabad, India, and can be visited on the website www.jiva.com. So, we give lot of solutions for people at personalized level, whether it is treatment or it is training or different kind of things. My suggestion to people who do not know much about Ayurveda and cannot do much complicated Vata, Pitta, Kapha things is that they should eat fresh foods. Try to eat whatever available is natural living. Ayurveda is based on natural. So, try to take more natural foods, organic foods, more vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, maybe also some type of dry fruits. This is what Ayurveda advises, because this will keep your body balanced also, as well as it will keep your mind quiet. Stay away from unnatural things, artificial things. Try to have a regular routine, means sleeping time, eating time means regulated. Try to go to bed early, wake up early, do not stay awake till late in the night. So, if you do not know anything about Ayurveda, if you just follow these simple things, that will also help you and will give you a feeling to maybe go more deeper into Ayurveda.